Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the stripping is done, we'll take our leave and go. Ahoy, mateos! Welcome to Rogue Mother Rising. Today is February 8th, 2026, 5:57 a.m. My son and I just got back from a road trip, 3-day, 2-night, over to the high seas, of course. I was working on some more ocean videos for the background, but I don't know if I got anything real great, so we're going to still use my previous ocean background. Every time I go, I learn new ideas that maybe I should do differently. And I think a lot when I'm driving. I love the road. We drove to all the way down to Ferndale, California. What a beautiful little town that was. And everybody along the coast is so nice. We can't wait to go again. So, I'm going to read you. We stayed one night in one motel, our favorite motel, and then the other night in a different motel. And I always get the nicest texts. What do I do with them glasses? They remind me of some kind of a love novel or something. Okay, one of them says, "You're very welcome. We'll see you and your son soon. Let me know if you need anything at all before your arrival." So then after we checked out, it says, "Thanks for staying with us. Our housekeeper has finished up with your room. Thank you for taking such good care of it. We really appreciate guests like you." I don't know. It just makes me feel good. It's good customer service. That's sadly lacking these days too. Down in Eureka, they have an In-N-Out burger. That's my favorite place to go. They're all, well, other than them and Dutch Brothers. They're always happy when you come. They're always understanding if you make a mistake when you're making your order, mid-order. They're always happy. Anyway, so there's that. So I did my script in ChatGPT because I was thinking about, why are my concerns and my thoughts treated as mere pennies? Why these people are lining their pockets with gold? Anyway, so I worked on with ChatGPT to write me out a script, and then I took parts that it made, and I made my own script. So we're going to see how this goes. I'm trying to land on the perfect format that will make people say, "Oh yeah, this is a serious issue. I should watch this video and learn. Learn along with me here on the Special Needs Ship of Safety." Let's get started with, I'm going to screen record my screen. Their professional authority is treated like gold, while my 42 years of lived experience is treated like pennies. Worthless, disposable, easy to ignore. While their paperwork, their titles, their checklists, their professional authority are treated like gold. Gold that lines pockets, gold that opens doors, gold that speaks louder than the people who live with the consequences. A good captain doesn't say, "Do whatever you want on deck." A good captain watches the weather, counts the risks, and knows when the waters are changing, and listens, especially to those who have sailed the seas before. I've been doing this for over 4 decades. That means I was here before the diagnoses, before the programs, before the acronyms, before the paid professionals. I've navigated hospitals, schools, therapies, case managers, providers, and systems that change names every few years. It's all quite exhausting. I've learned risk the hard way. I've learned safety through consequences. I've learned what my child can and cannot do in real life, not on paper. So when I speak, I'm not guessing, I'm not speculating. Person-centered was never meant to mean hands off. Watch harm happen in the name of choice. Some adults with disabilities cannot fully understand long-term consequences. Some cannot identify coercion. Some cannot navigate power imbalances. Some cannot self-report when something goes wrong. This is not an insult. This is reality. And pretending otherwise doesn't empower them. It exposes them. Very dangerous. What I'm seeing now is this. Professional authority is treated like gold. Titles carry weight. Policies are quoted. Confidence replaces caution. Meanwhile, parents, especially mothers, are treated like we're just overly emotional, outdated, or uncomfortable with change. Our experience is discounted, our instincts are reframed as fear, and our concerns are reduced to discomfort. That is not collaboration. That's erasure. So if my thoughts are only worth a penny, I'll keep spending them, because sometimes pennies add up, and sometimes they're the only thing standing between safety and silence. I'll keep standing watch, I'll keep asking questions, and I'll keep speaking for those who are unable. Here's my script. How'd you like it? As I'm doing these, I'm learning all the words, I'm learning the terminology, so my videos should improve with time. And, I'm not sure what my next video is. I'm feeling like I want to go over some of these laws with a fine-tooth comb. So I'll probably pick one of those next. I'm not sure. I honestly don't know what I'm doing. Oh, another thought I had while I was on my trip is I think the next step in my process is to coordinate with some of my friends, my mothers with special needs kids, and coordinate a day to go to the Capitol in Salem and talk to the people making these rules and introduce them to our kids, our adult, developmentally disabled kids, and let them sit and visit with them for a while. Let them know who they're talking about. Who's making the rules for the people that are so vulnerable they cannot make their own decisions? For something like that. All of this stuff has done nothing, I feel, except for take my son's rights away from him. They've taken away his day activity group, which has left him heartbroken. Well, that's all he had. Well, he has camp. He goes to camp in the summer, so thank goodness he goes to camp 2 weeks in the summer. Oh, and I also heard from the camp guy, because I called him at the beginning of this, and I said, have you been hearing about this, that they're all going to strip clubs now if they want, with their care providers? And, he hadn't. But he did at the time tell me that he'd heard there was something about some alcohol. And, I didn't get the story. But anyways, he called me before we left for our trip. And the rest of the story was that this man, that he's been friends with the family since this man was 11 years old, he's now in his 50s, lives in some kind of a group home type setting. I didn't get all the deets. I got enough of it to know what's going on, though. They're going out on, like me and my son just went on our little trip. Well, they're going out on with him, and he's buying the booze and the cigarettes and paying for the room, and he's sleeping on the floor, and they're sleeping on the bed. So the camp guy showed up, I guess probably at the group home, and was questioning it with people. And they told him it's all perfectly allowed because that's his choice. That's his decision. Person-centered care, dignity of risk. Where's that man's dignity spending his money on cigarettes and alcohol for his care providers, paying for the room wherever they're going? I don't know where they were going. And he's sleeping on the floor. Tell me how that's dignifying for him. And I'm in my mind, I don't know who it is, but I'm thinking he's just thrilled to have somebody to take him on a vacation. So that's just another little short story on what's happening to the very vulnerable. The people speaking out for the disabled are not people like my son. People in wheelchairs, people that are blind, people that are deaf, people that have those kind of disabilities have no idea what my son's life is like. Apparently, because they want to pass all these rules where everything goes. And that is not acceptable to me. This is a very serious matter for me, for my son, but my son's with me. He's safe at least until I die. But he's, you know, it leaves him vulnerable. It leaves all the clients like my son very vulnerable. These are people that have to have paid people take care of, you know, help them through life. And for their dignity to be thrown away like that, it's not appropriate. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this up because I'm just rattling on now. But we just got home yesterday. Now that I've got this video done, I'm going to brainstorm for what the next step for my video is. And like I say, I really think that I need to coordinate to go to Salem and talk to the people making these rules and show them exactly who they're talking about. The most innocent, beautiful, sweet souls you would ever meet in your life. They have no right offering them up strip clubs and fun times and all this stuff. They have no idea what they're introducing them into their lives. I mean, I would be vulnerable going to a strip club every month with a group that I live with. Yeah, I mean, I would be able to more stand up for myself, but I still think just anybody, you know, like me, and, you know, I'm just not a street person. And I just think that, you know, very lonely men go to strip clubs and street people, I don't even know. I don't want to know. I don't want to experience to figure it out what the consequences are. It's not appropriate. End of story. Ahoy. See you on the next voyage. Hoist the sails.